Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you everything about the SQL. What is SQL and how it comes as SQL, meaning how SQL converted into SQL. You know, the most of the industry based on the SQL language. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, and it is used to query and manipulate data from your underlying relational databases. This is used for mainly a relational databases because it can use his internal facility to join multiple tables all together and retrieve your results. Once you write a query or a statement in a SQL environment, your questions will come to ask from the databases from the server has attached or the database lying on your server. You are questioning from the databases. In return, database results your answer. Now, what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Earlier, its name was SQL. Now, it's SQL. Earlier, its name was a Standard English Query Language, but it comes to SQL. Now, it is Structured Query Language. SQL is used to query and manipulate your data from your underlying relational databases like SSMS, MySQL, Oracle, SQLite, MongoDB. There are many relational databases we have in industries wise. So SQL will work to retrieving your answers from your relational databases. But how do we write SQL syntax so that we have our results? There are multiple components we're gonna include while writing a SQL syntax in SQL environment. We will see you a minute later. Stay tuned. Now, how do we write SQL statement or SQL syntax so that you can retrieve your results from the underlying databases? The syntax will include a multiple components. Components like a keyword, identifiers, clauses, your conditions, your operators, your query, your statement, everything gonna written under your syntax. If I have written here update employee, meaning update is your keyword, set is your keyword, where is your keyword. But these all are also known as a clause. And objects like employee, this is table, last name is the column name, employee ID is also a column name. Here I am giving a conditions because I am here defining employee ID equal 1, meaning giving a condition. Or you can say I am applying a filter for employee ID equal 1. So these are my identifiers. Any object could be your table, your column name, your store procedure, your functions, all are identifiers. And these are the clauses. But you can see there is no select word comes in because this is a statement, not a query. Any statement gonna start with select word, that statement is called as query. Here is no select word, hence it is statement. Hence it is statement. If you gonna start your statement with a select word, then it is a query. And here I have written select is your keyword, where is your keyword, and these are also known as a clause. Asterisk is the operator, meaning everything. Salary is your column name, employee is your table name. These two are identifiers used here. So you can see we have used a syntax, and in syntax we have a multiple components like identifiers, keyword. You can use also a keyword into, select, drop, ascending, descending. These are the keywords. And then identifier, your identifier could be your table name, your column name, your store procedure, your functions, and the conditions. Condition could be anything. Here you are filtering employee ID by 1. Now you are filtering here salary greater than 16,000. This is your condition. And one more condition is of Boolean type. which gives you only two value, true or false. Now expression, whatever results comes using by this statement or this query, that would be your, this is your expression. The whole is your query and this is your also called a expression, so that you could have a result. So expression can produce your result. Result would be a scalar value or a table value. These are the statement and these are the query, because any statement gonna write start with select is your query. If select is missing from the statement, that is your statement, not a query. Now we have the classification of SQL. What type of classification we have SQL? Meaning how many types of command we have in SQL? We have four types of command here. DDL, which comes for data definition language, meaning it's only associated with the structure part. If anything gonna alter your structure from the table or the database in terms of you are adding new column, you are dropping the existing column, or you are renaming a column name, that means you are altering the database objects or a table. So DDL comes for a structure related option. Now DML is for the data manipulation language, meaning whatever query or statement you gonna write in SQL environment will result you from the underlying databases, meaning your query will going to have a data as per your requirement. That means whatever, see, table have its own structure, rows and column, and they have arranged all the other records into rows and column. But the query you gonna retain here to have a answers from the underlying databases in the way that you gonna modify or manipulate your data. This is what a data manipulation language comes into picture. So this is first is for the structure associated sections. Second is data manipulation section. Third is a transaction control language. And fourth is your data control language. Transaction control language is your saving part or rollback part, but data control language is your granting part or taking access or permission to the other users. Now we come up with the brief session. Now we have DDL command here. Create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. These are 5 DDL commands we're gonna use in the whole session of SQL. Create, use for the creating your object. It could be a function, store procedure, table or database. Alter, anything you're gonna modify your structure of your objects. Drop, anything you're gonna delete permanently from the objects, either from the database or the table. Renaming your column name from the table, renaming your sequence name, renaming your view name. What are the view sequence and synonyms? We'll see in the later video. We'll show you everything about. Truncate is removing all the records from the table but leaving it as structure as it is. This is all about the TDL part. Now this is your DML part. DML is only used for the data manipulation sections. Meaning if you have a requirement for data manipulate and have a result from the underlying databases, then you're gonna use DML command. These all 5 types of DML command we're gonna use in the whole SQL session. Select, meaning you are going to select a few records or the whole records of the table. Insert, you are going to insert a new record to a table. Update, you're going to update an existing record in a table. Delete, you are going to delete a few records from a table or the records where the condition you gonna specify so that a particular record get deleted. Merge, you can use merge new rows with the existing rows from the multiple table. Our table you gonna specify in this way. Now transaction control language TCL is mainly used for your saving purpose. Commit means permanently save transaction changes to the database. Meaning this TCL comes for your result as a final. Meaning whatever modification you have done, TCL is used for finalizing your result. Rollback, restoring the database to its original state since it was last saved. Save point, create a save point to be later used by the rollback. Command to undo changes up to that point. Meaning I am working currently in a database and accidentally I have remembered that I have to do something and which is very urgent. So leaving the system for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So make a save point there so that once you back, you will have till that point your data would be saved. Otherwise, it would vanish. Now set transaction properties such as read, write or read only access if you are uh, giving access or uh, permission to the users. Now DCL is mainly for the database security sections, meaning you are giving permission to the other user to access your data. Or once you back, you are revoking those access which you had given them back. In this way, you're gonna use grant or revoke. So that's all for this video. We will see you in later video. Thanks for watching.